Oh, folks, it's once again time for me to poke the bear with a stick. Oh, man, let me get my raccoon hat on here straight. People want, I love it when they say, well, there is no such thing as Satan. No devil. Some of the things that happened to me, if there was no devil, there would be a conspiracy. A lot of things that people blame on, the government conspiracy, the bigwigs. Who do you think puts this in their hearts? Who do you think does that? I mean, who do you think's is behind all this financial greed? I mean, face it, folks. Once somebody gets $1 billion, like Soros and them, they got multi-billions of dollars. They begin to have delusions, and I don't know. I mean, they could sit there and give away $100 to every person they walked across and wouldn't even notice it. Heck, they could give away $10,000 to every person they met on the street and wouldn't even notice it gone. Anyway, back to the point. I mean, Satan tries to influence me, tries to get me to shut up. Hey, you don't think he's after me? I'm the only person that I know of that can get rear-ended by a truck sitting at a stop sign in broad daylight and have trouble finding an attorney. You know what? The insurance company's not going to fix my car. Now, who do you think lays this kind of stuff on their hearts to do me wrong like that? Yeah, they're not going to fix it. I'm out a car. I've even called the guy that rear-ended me and offered him the chance to say, hey, guy, insurance won't cover it. Are you going to make this right? No. So you know what I have to do? I have to go down to the courthouse and sue him. But let's see if I have. I better not put it up in front of the camera. I'll just. Let's just put it this way. The person who owns the vehicle that hit me is on the sex offender registry. The cops had it so bad in for me that they didn't even write up the guy that hit me for loss of control of the vehicle or nothing. Only Satan could make an ambulance chasing attorney want to not take a case. So I'm going to poke the bear and start reading. We're going to get back into reading the scriptures, except this time I'm just going to do NIV and King James versions side by side. Do a verse, chapter from NIV and do a chapter from King James audio, and then listen for the differences. And if anything else comes out of this, no one will ever be able to say that I have not read the Bible. But anyway, that'll allow me to shorten up the videos, and I can go chapter by chapter a lot faster. Basically, this Hebrew version Bible is if I was younger and could comprehend learning a new language better, I might do it. But it's the language barrier is too great for me at my age to start worrying about that. Now, for the rest of you out there, is anybody but me noticed that mainstream media, these new shows coming out? I just watched Ironside today. And I turned it off about a third of the way through. It just got gratuitous, in-your-face sex. A crippled guy having sex on primetime TV. You know, girls straddling the wheelchair. Now, if he's really paralyzed from the waist down, I guess Mr. Winky shouldn't work either. But, you know, they had to throw that in there. And also, the cop, it shows that good cops abuse the Constitution. Good cops just trample on people's rights. You know, to be a good cop, you got to beat up on people. Huh. Has anybody else noticed that most all the primetime shows that aren't reality are something that makes the government out to be the hero all the time? CSI, NCIS, Criminal Minds, just Law and Order. Every one of these shows have one thing in common. The government's always the good guy. The government's always looking out for me and you. This is what we call brainwashing. Over time, this has brainwashed the American people. What do you think they don't let some of them Canadian shows? They don't want shows like Heartland down here because that's for the Canadian people. That's right, you Canadians being brainwashed by your own government. Just in the advertisements and everything else. So, yeah, Satan is real. Satan isn't the government. Satan works with the government. You know, that's why if anybody held a government job, you ever notice that there's lots of always backstabbing and everybody's they're trying to be little pocket dictators in their own department. Each department, you know, tries to get up that ladder, not so much for the pay, just so they can poop on everybody below them. That's all they want to do. I was pooped on, so I'm going to poop on you. Now, where do you think that comes from, Jesus? No. It's all from Satan. I mean, Paul Harvey said it pretty good. If I was the devil. Look that one up. Yeah, Google Paul Harvey, if I was the devil. And look at our world today. So now, you know, everybody wants to say there is no God. Well, if there's a devil, there's a God. So there's more proof there is a God. Anyway, I need all the help I can get. So maybe my turn of bad luck here recently has been because I have not been reading or doing those scriptures like I was. And it, you know, it usually runs off, you know, a good percentage of the YouTube, my YouTube market. So I'm not even going to allow commenting on the Bible videos. They'll be in a separate section. Off to themselves, and then I'll do my other stuff about like the government collapse or the government shutdown. Yeah, right. All those FBI agents and CIA agents and NSA agents and what's all the other alphabet people that are out there collecting revenue are still working. Let's see, I got 9 minutes. I'll go one more minute. Look at your, yeah, you're being brainwashed, folks, by television. Don't let your children watch primetime TV anymore. That's all you're doing. All they're doing is brainwashing them. They're showing that the government can do no wrong. You know, I'm going to go to court. I'm just going to start inviting people to my court case because I want everybody to see what's fixing to happen to you. What they're doing to me, even like my accident. The cops had it in for me so bad, they gave a sex offender preferential treatment. They wrote me up for things like, oh, I didn't show proof of insurance even though I had the bill where I'd paid my auto insurance right there in my hand. Well, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough proof. And apparently they couldn't look up my tags on the car. So guess who gets a ticket for getting rear-ended? Me. Get rear-ended and sent to the hospital, they come after me. That's my local government. They hate me. They hate me here. The sheriff's office here knows good and well that I've been preaching to everybody in this county. We need to vote somebody in for the next sheriff next year that is from out of town. He does not need to be from Wilson County. So, anyhow, I'm going to make a video just on that, well, especially when election year comes getting closer. Wilson County Sheriff does not need to be from Wilson County. Let's see what else. Anyway, that's it. That's me rambling on. There is Satan is watching you. He's watching my videos. And if you don't believe he's watching, look at the comments below. Some of them I get. Oh, tell me that isn't Satan making them type in that foolishness.